Welcome back. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and in honor of that, the Notre Dame football team and teams around the country wear pink to bring national attention to the disease. But something as simple as a pink wristband or cleats means so much more to head coach Brian Kelly and his wife Paqui.
One of the hardest things that I had to do when I was sick was to go into work and tell them I couldn't go to work anymore, because I loved what I did.
Paqui Kelly taught chemistry and was a volleyball and basketball coach at Reese Puffer High School in Muskegon, Michigan. But one diagnosis changed her life forever. At 37 years old, the mother of 3 went in for an annual checkup.
You know, Brian's waiting for me to get home to go Christmas shopping of all things, and I said, honey, I don't think I'm doing very well, but ended up being there with an ultrasound, and they found a cyst.
A lumpectomy revealed Paqui had stage 1 breast cancer. Does it knock the wind out of you at all?
Well, the first time it does, just because you got 3, I got 5 kids. I have a kindergartner who's my oldest, and the other 2 are in preschool.
As the wife of football coach Brian Kelly, Paqui was used to X's and O's. Together, they came up with a game plan to beat cancer.
It's not like a game of life. It's like, here's the plan, There's things that come on your desk, whether it's at work or play, it really doesn't matter. How are we going to tackle this? Nobody comes in here to get a mammogram and hoping to start their new strategy of how their new life is going to be as a cancer patient.
Once the initial shock of the news hits you, it's important to sit down and put together a plan. And I think that's what we did right from the very beginning.
And part of that plan was trying to keep life as normal as possible. That meant forcing Brian to keep coaching football.
Making him keep working and stuff made me feel better. That was my normal, and I needed it. And so I said, I just need you at the surgeries, and he was at every single one.
I'm coaching, and she's going through chemo, and I can't be there for it. Obviously, she's going through the tough time, but you feel distant in the sense that you can't be part of that because you have to rely on others to be part of a very, very personal part of your life.
Not once, but twice, the Kellys would have to come up with a game plan.
Gracie's response at 7 was, I thought you said you were done with the doctor.
After beating it the first time, 3 years later, Paqui learned that she had a different, more aggressive form of breast cancer.
I didn't have the same cancer twice. I had one that was not hormone positive, and the second time it was. That was a good thing, so it's not really considered a reoccurrence. It's a second breast cancer.
While the Kellys were fighting back, the battle was taking its toll.
So how do you explain to your kids how your hair's falling out and why?
Paqui took back control and let her children, Patrick, Grace, and Kenzel, be a part of it.
That was my empowerment. My feeling was, if my hair's coming out anyway, I'm going to shave it off. And sometimes you just have to grab those as you go through these stages that aren't very much fun, but then then that stage is over. So, whether it's a treatment, it's radiation, or the chemo or the surgery itself.
No matter how tough things got, they always found ways to smile.
I think you have to laugh together, and then you got to laugh at yourself a little bit. I could come in with some humor. And so I did the silly things to make her laugh.
Well, actually, he was sweet. He, I'm bald as a cue ball, and he went out and got some earrings because, just to kind of bring the attraction or something to pull away. And he was all excited, and he bought me a couple pair. And so I put are you gonna put them on? I'm like, sure, I'll go put it on. And I put it on, and I was laughing in the mirror. He was okay, I look like Mr. Clean, is what I look like. He's so sweet. I said, so what do you think?
It's like, am I allowed to say that? I don't want to get myself in trouble.
And I think another one that was funny, he was just not in a no-win situation like every husband, right?
While Paqui never returned to teaching, she has embraced her new career. Through the Kelly Cares Foundation, the two have built the Paqui and Brian Kelly Comprehensive Breast Center at St. Joe Medical. They've donated more than $4 million for organizations locally and around the world, and spearheaded initiatives to increase awareness and to encourage early testing.
One of the things that drove us to doing some of the stuff with the foundation was the fact that had I not, had I not, I don't even want to answer that question. I love what I do now. And if my goal is to make sure that one person goes and gets their mammogram that wouldn't have, then I've done what I'm supposed to do. Sorry.
That is the journey of cancer. Tears, laughter, hope.
I am currently 10 years out from my second diagnosis. And next year I'll be 15 out from my first diagnosis. So looking forward to another 10 and 15 after that, and looking for 20 and 25 and 30 and 35.
She loves life, and so she's not going to be shorted, knowing how fragile life is, that, you know, she just attacks every day. You know, when you're given the wake-up call that, you know, you may not be here, you then change your perspective on life and you get after it every day.
Now, we appreciate the very personal photos Paqui shared with us. She admitted to me that she talks about it so much that sometimes she feels like she's just rattling off big words and statistics. But by sharing these types of photos, it helps people to really connect and relate with her and understand what she's been through. Now, Paqui is one of 6 girls in her family, and you can see her here with her mom and her sisters. 3 of the 6 sisters have been diagnosed with the BRCA1 breast cancer gene. So again, Paqui cannot stress enough the importance of screening, early detection, and if necessary, gene testing.